Nutrition in animals. Lesson preview. Different processes involved in nutrition. Nutrition in amoeba, hydra, and frog. Modes of procuring food. Digestion in humans. Digestion in grass-eating animals. In the previous chapter, we have learnt about nutrition in plants and how they make their own food. Animals depend on plants either by directly eating them or eating animals which eat plants. Some living organisms eat both plants and animals. The food we eat is used for growth, repair, and functioning of the body. Animal nutrition includes nutrient requirement, mode of intake of food, and its utilization in the body. The main components of food are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Besides, our body also needs water and roughage. The food that we eat cannot be utilized as such. It has to be broken down into smaller particles. These particles must then be changed into simple, soluble substances which the body cells can absorb. Different processes involved in nutrition. The different processes involved in nutrition in animals which eat solid food are listed below. Ingestion, it is the taking in of food through the mouth and eating it. Digestion, it is the breaking down of food into a simple, soluble form with the help of digestive juices secreted by the body. Absorption, it is the process by which the food passes into the blood and other body fluids in soluble form. Assimilation, it is the process by which absorbed nutrients are utilized by the body. Digestion, it is the process by which undigested food is removed from the body. Nutrition in amoeba, hydra, and frog. Amoeba, it is a unicellular organism which engulfs tiny food particles by projecting its false feet called pseudopodia around them. The pseudopodia fuse together to form a small cavity called a food vacuole. The food trapped inside the vacuole is digested by digestive juices. Amoeba. Prey. Pseudopodia. Food vacuole. Hydra, it is a simple, multicellular animal having a number of tentacles around its mouth. These tentacles are used to trap and ingest food. They entangle small aquatic animals and kill them with their stinging cells. Hydra uses these tentacles to push the prey into its mouth. The surrounding cells in the body cavity secrete digestive juices to help digest the food. This digested food is then absorbed through the cavity walls and assimilated by the cells. Frog. The frog uses its long, sticky tongue to catch insects. Its powerful digestive system digests food with the help of digestive juices. Modes of procuring food. Different organisms use different modes for procuring food. Table 2.1 Animals and their mode of feeding. Name of animal. Mode of feeding. Food. Mosquitoes, leeches. Sucking. Blood. Snakes, frogs. Swallowing. Animals/insects. Bees, hummingbird. Sucking. Nectar. Rats, squirrels. Gnawing. Seeds and fruits. Sea sponges. Absorption. Suspended food particles. Butterflies, moths. Siphoning. Nectar. Cows, horses, goats. Cutting/chewing. Grass. Starfish. Scraping. Algae. Digestion in humans. The process of digestion begins in the mouth when we chew the food. We take in food through mouth. The digested food is utilized by our body. The unused part of the food is ejected out in the form of feces. The digestive system consists of a long tube called the alimentary canal, which begins in the mouth, buccal cavity, and ends at the anus. The alimentary canal is about 9-10 meters long. It has the following compartments: buccal cavity, esophagus, food pipe, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, cecum, colon, and rectum, anus. Alimentary canal is also known as the digestive tract. Food is completely digested as it passes from one compartment to another. Digestion involves both mechanical and chemical processes for converting the complex substances into simpler ones. Mechanical digestion involves chewing and churning of food. In chemical digestion, digestive juices containing enzymes secreted by various organs of the digestive tract like salivary glands, pancreas and liver, break down the complex food into simpler substances. The alimentary canal and the associated glands together constitute the digestive system. Let us study the movement of food through various digestive organs of the body. Mouth and the buccal cavity. The process of taking in food into the body is called ingestion. Our mouth contains the teeth, tongue, and salivary glands. We have different types of teeth which help us to break down food into smaller pieces. Incisor, premolar, molar, canine. Teeth are located in both the upper and lower jaws of the mouth cavity. Each tooth is rooted in a separate socket in the gums. Milk teeth are the first set of 20 teeth which appear by the age of 2 years. The milk teeth are replaced by a new set of 32 permanent teeth by the age of 12 years. Enamel is the white substance that covers the teeth. It is the hardest substance in the body. Based on structure and function, teeth are classified in the following 4 types. Types of teeth. Name. Number of teeth. Lower jaw. Upper jaw. Total. Cutting or biting. Incisor. 4. 4. 8. Piercing or tearing. Canine. 2. 2. 4. Chewing and grinding. Premolar. 4. 4. 8. Chewing and grinding. Molar. 6. 6. 12. Total. 32. Dental care. Do you know that bacteria are present even in our mouth? All of these bacteria are not harmful. When we eat food, small food particles get stuck up between the teeth. If the teeth are not cleaned properly, harmful bacteria begin to grow and live in them. They act on the sugar present in the food, producing acids. These acids destroy the teeth. This damage to the teeth is called tooth decay. If timely care is not taken, cavities may form. There may be pain and in some cases tooth loss may occur. Chocolates, sweets, soft drinks, and other sugar products are responsible for causing tooth decay. Prevention of tooth decay. Brush your teeth twice a day. Use a dental floss daily. Massage your gums gently with a soft brush. Rinse your mouth with water after every meal. Avoid eating sticky and starchy food items like sweets, chocolates, ice cream, etc. Eat raw vegetables like carrots and fresh fruits which help to clean the teeth naturally. We must take proper care of teeth to keep them healthy. Mechanical digestion of food begins when teeth break the food into smaller pieces. This process is called mastication. There are 3 pairs of salivary glands in the buccal cavity. They secrete a digestive juice called saliva. Saliva mixes with the chewed food making it moist. Saliva contains an enzyme called salivary amylase which breaks down starch into simple sugars. Activity. To study effect of saliva on food. Take 2 test tubes and label them as A and B. Put some boiled rice in test tube A. In test tube B, put some boiled rice which has been chewed well. Add 1 teaspoon of water and 2-3 drops of iodine solution in each test tube. Now observe. Blue-black color is seen in test tube A, as boiled rice contains starch. The starch in boiled rice is converted into sugar by the enzyme amylase present in saliva during chewing. Therefore, no blue-black color develops with iodine in test tube B. Tongue. Tongue is a fleshy, muscular organ in the mouth. It is attached at the back to the floor of the buccal cavity and is free at the front. It can thus be moved in all directions. The main functions of the tongue are mixing saliva with the food, swallowing food, identifying taste of the food with the help of taste buds, talking. The surface of the tongue is rough due to the presence of thousands of taste buds which help to detect different types of tastes. A popular myth is that different regions in tongue detect different tastes, but it has been proved that it is not true. All tastes can be detected by any area of the tongue. The windpipe and food pipe lie close together, but inside the throat, the two share a common passage. During the act of swallowing, a flap-like structure called epiglottis closes the opening of the windpipe to prevent entry of food into it. If we talk or eat in a hurry or while laughing, the food particles can enter the windpipe and we cough, get hiccups or feel a choking sensation. Esophagus, food pipe. The food which is swallowed enters into the food pipe or esophagus. It runs along the neck and chest. It is a hollow tube about 25 centimeters long, made up of muscles. Food is pushed down by rhythmic contracting movements of the wall of the food pipe. These movements are called peristaltic movements. No digestion takes place here. From the food pipe, food enters the stomach. You must have suffered from vomiting sometimes. This is because at times the food is not accepted by the stomach and is vomited out. Stomach. Peristaltic movement. Esophagus. Food. Stomach. Stomach is a large sac-like, J-shaped muscular organ. It is present in the upper abdomen on the left side. It receives food from the esophagus. The other end of the stomach opens into the small intestine. The gastric glands present in the inner lining of the stomach secrete mucus, digestive juices, and hydrochloric acid. Mucus protects the inner lining of the stomach from the action of the hydrochloric acid and enzymes. Hydrochloric acid kills the bacteria which enter along with the food. The acid also makes the medium acidic to help the enzyme pepsin to act on food. Pepsin breaks down proteins into simple substances. The food stays in the stomach for 2-4 hours. The semi-digested food is called chyme. From the stomach, the chyme goes into the small intestine. Small intestine. Small intestine is a 7.5 m long tube which is coiled in a very compact space. It is located below the stomach. Digestion of food is completed here. The small intestine receives digestive juices secreted by the liver and the pancreas. Liver. Liver is the largest gland of the human body. It is reddish-brown in color and is situated on the right side on the upper abdomen. It secretes bile juice which helps in the digestion of fats. Bile is stored in an organ called gallbladder which is a sac-like structure. The gallbladder is connected to the liver through the bile duct. Pancreas. Pancreas is a light pink-colored gland located between the stomach and the first part of the small intestine. It produces pancreatic juice which acts on the carbohydrates, proteins and fats, and helps in their breakdown into simpler forms. The partly digested food reaches the lower part of the small intestine. The intestinal juices complete the process of digestion. Carbohydrates are broken down into sugars, proteins into amino acids, and fats into fatty acids and glycerol. Liver. Stomach. Gallbladder. Pancreas. Absorption and assimilation. Absorption is the process whereby digested food passes into the blood vessels in the intestinal wall. The nutrients present in the digested food are then absorbed by the finger-like projections on the inner wall of the small intestine. These finger-like projections are called villi. The villi increase the surface area of the small intestine for the absorption of digested nutrients. They have a network of very fine blood vessels called capillaries. The surface of villi absorbs the digested nutrients, which are then transported through blood vessels to different organs where they are utilized to build proteins and other complex substances. This is called assimilation. In the cells, energy is released by the breakdown of glucose, the simplest sugar, into carbon dioxide and water. Amino acids are utilized to build and repair body parts. Fatty acids and glycerol are stored under the skin and serve as energy reserves. The undigested and unabsorbed food enters the large intestine. Large intestine. Large intestine is about 1.5 m long. It is wider and shorter than small intestine. Its main function is to absorb water and some salts from the undigested food material. The undigested waste from the large intestine passes into the rectum. The waste remains here as semi-solid feces. The fecal matter is passed out through an opening, called the anus. This process is called digestion. Diarrhea. Diarrhea is the frequent passage of loose or liquid stools. It occurs due to infection, food poisoning, or indigestion. It leads to excessive loss of fluids from the body, which may cause dehydration. Diarrhea should not be neglected. The patient should be given oral rehydration solution, ORS. It is a mixture of boiled and cold water, with a pinch of salt and sugar dissolved in it. It can be easily prepared and given at home. Digestion in grass-eating animals. Herbivores eat mainly grass or green plants. Have you seen a cow eating grass? Cows, buffaloes, horses, etc. keep chewing continuously even when they are not eating. They swallow their food quickly after chewing once, and store it in the part of stomach called rumen. Here, the food is partially digested. It is called cud. When the animal rests, the cud is brought back into the mouth in small lumps and chewed. This process is called rumination. Therefore, these animals are called ruminants. During rumination, cud mixes with the saliva and goes into the stomach after chewing. Ruminants eat grass, which is rich in cellulose. They have a 4-chambered stomach. The rumen contains a number of bacteria and other microbes which break down cellulose, which is then digested in cecum, a large sac-like structure between the small intestine and the large intestine. These bacteria are not present in humans and other non-ruminants, hence they cannot digest cellulose. The basic process of digestion of food and release of energy is the same in all animals, though the mode of nutrition and digestion differs from animal to animal.